Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to High Shelf Collective for another wonderful episode of Beacons of Farlight, our Beacons actual play. We'll get going pretty quick. Thankfully, our announcements are pretty chill. After like a hellaciously busy couple of months, this one we're kind of chilling out a little bit, y'all. We've got Beacons every other Wednesday, obviously, for the next, month, 2 months, because oh my god, we're in May now. Yeah, the next 2 months. And then on Thursdays we have the last caravan, not the lost caravan. Do not get them confused, or who will sue us. Just kidding. But that's pretty much all we've got going on a consistent basis. We do have on the 20th our once a month campaign of Worldwide Wrestling Memphis, which is ran by the wonderful Sin, and it is a blasty blast. I think we're even gonna have a guest coming in on this next episode, so keep an eye out, see who that is, who's making their way into the. Is it a ring? Do they call it a ring in wrestling?
It's the squared circle.
Don't do this to me. But anyway, we'll see who it is.
Ring. It's also the ring.
Okay. But that's kind of all we got going on. Keep an eye on social for anything new that may be popping up. I'm supposed to be doing a one shot a month, and I have not planned one yet for this month. But we'll figure it out. As well as, hey, hop on into our Discord if you want to come hang out and be nerds and maybe play some games and do stuff. I know we've got a couple of like offline funsy games that people have coordinated in there that are going, and all sorts of fun stuff. So come hang out for that. But I think that's really it as far as announcements here. So let's go around real quick and have everyone introduce themselves, remind you who they were playing today. We'll do the same kind of little clockwise circles, starting with me, ending with JT, so then they could just kick it off from there. But hi, hello, I'm Taylor at Potato, and I'll be playing Spark, your just a little guy, a little kobold, doesn't know what's going on, but has a lot of friends and plays lots of games that maybe are troublesome for everyone else. So sorry. Let's then go over to Ethan.
It's me. I'm Ethan. I'm playing Gigi, but with G's now instead of J's. It's different. And Gigi's
I didn't change over
a dragon rider, which is definitely legally distinct from a dragoon. And that's it.
Wonderful. Let's then go over to Harp.
Sorry, I had to find the unmute button. I'm playing. Hi, I'm Harp. I'm playing Maisie. She is a nightmare right now. I always have to clarify. She's really pretty chill. That's just the class name. She uses chains to attack and grapple people, from her nightmares. That's all.
Casual, super casual. Let's then go over to Kit.
Hey y'all, I'm Kit. Tonight I will be Alethos, who is just a little AI, just trying to hang out and vibe. Legally speaking, a shapeshifter. Nothing abnormal here. I'm just eating other AIs. You know how it is.
Let's go over to Kian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. I am playing Akonis, who is a life weaver. Just vibing. Certainly not plotting and scheming and plotting. Don't worry about it.
Not worried. Then last but definitely not least, we'll throw it over to JT. Introduce yourself and then kick us off.
Hi, everyone. I am JT or Jeet. Whatever you prefer. You could honestly call me anything. I do not care. I am the storyteller for this wonderful cast, and they are about to have a perfectly fine time. Nothing bad ever happens to my players. I promise. But before we return to our lovely heroes, well, heroes, they may not indeed be, given the tumultuous situation that the group finds themselves in. Things did not have to turn out this way. This world did not need to be ruined, as we know. A perhaps objectively greedy choice by the Rust Callers ruined the planet and sent it into a tailspin of instability and horrible, horrible magic. Before that, they were a fine empire. We looked down on a shiny new outpost, finally furnished, looking out over a launch pad where a massive generation ship has been constructed called the Catalyst. A ship that is meant to revolutionize the Arethians. And standing in the watchtower above this outpost, looking out in a fine suit and garb, very nicely groomed as far as the hair and beard department go, we see the Emperor looking over his new flagship. A scientist walks up behind him. Dr. Cloak, the engine tests are showing that the engine might be a little more unstable than we thought. We're just outside the margin of error. Dr. Cloak turns around. Let's see what we can do to get that back under, and let's see if we can't get our passengers boarded as soon as possible. Dr. Cloak walks off of the watchtower and heads down further and further into a lab where we see an Archimicarus, young, still being coded and put together by scientists. How is Project Archimicarus coming along? She's fine, a bit volatile. She's given some concerning reports regarding the stability of the engine. Don't regard those. Everything is going exactly according to plan. Board the ship. Prime her for her duty. The Emperor departs once again. Dr. Cloak emerges to see, not but a few hours later, passengers boarding the ship. They seem to have crammed the instability of the engine down just under acceptable margin of error. The Emperor takes up a small tablet almost and clicks it into his suit. You see a small sheen wash over him. Hundreds of thousands of people have gathered to watch this ship launch. And the engines kick on. And there's a bright flash. And the five of you wake up in the palace, freshly rested in some of the finest beds that you have ever had. Maisie, there is a knock on your door.
What's up?
You need to gather your team. The Emperor has demanded a meeting with all of us.
Okay. And she's going to open the door, and the bags under her eyes are just like severe. Yeah.
The Lance seems quite taken aback by your morning look. Jesus, are you okay? Did you get any sleep?
Do I look like somebody who gets sleep?
Lord almighty, okay.
Like,
Sorry for asking.
When you looked at me before and saw me before, like not during the morning, that's me functioning normally. That's not like a bad day for me.
I do not presume to understand that everybody's looks equate to their health and well-being.
Okay. You know, I'll get everybody else. All right, yeah, I get it.
Meet in the throne room.
Gotcha.
The lance carts off.
Maisie's going to spend a second trying to figure out how she can knock a pillow for it.
I think we're inside a room.
Oh, okay. Then we'll knock on the door for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would imagine. Let's see. Is it very early in the morning? Is that the situation?
It is not horribly early. The sun is it's maybe like 8 a.m.
Gotcha. Yeah, the door will open like probably almost immediately. And Gigi just like looks and is like, "Oh my god, good morning. What's up?"
Hey, how? You know, you are a lot like the other Gigi in more ways than I think I initially anticipated.
Theoretically, I think we're mostly identical.
Yeah, I'm getting that now. Sorry about yesterday. We have to go to the throne room.
Okay. Like now?
Yeah, like pretty expeditiously.
Okay. Oh. Lethos and Spark are doing something in the pillow fort, I think. I don't know. I haven't been. I went on a run.
Hey, Alethos, Spark.
I think just like a head.
Yeah, say the
through.
pillows move.
Like a pillow pops out of the top of the thing, and then Alethos pops up. I imagine Spark's head on top of Alethos' head. You know, like.
Yeah.
We gotta go to the throne room.
Oh, but I was winning. I imagine Spark has been teaching me some sort of game.
Oh, absolutely.
We do cribbage. Is that too complex? Is this like a Mancala situation?
Mancala, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We've got
like-
enough trinkets collected between all of us.
Yeah, it's just with all the buttons I've been collecting and knobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's why I've been collecting them. Y'all never knew. It was to replace all
Spark's
the Mancala
just
pieces.
really into Mancala.
Spark's a Mancala world champion, being the only person in Forsaken who knows how to play.
Yeah.
Spark found an old tome ages ago, which is just the instruction booklet that came with a Mancala board from like the before times.
Absolutely.
You guys
we have to go.
ready to go? Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. I just need to pull on my like armor and stuff. You know, and we're good to go.
Good call.
Understood. Just sinks
Hey.
back into the fort.
Just real quick, guys, we didn't get a huge chance to talk yesterday. I'm going to talk to Connus about this as well. We're going to have to kind of play things by ear. We can't really talk as much as we've been talking in the past. So if we all get really bad vibes all of a sudden, let's just, watch each other and take each other's lead, okay?
Okay. The theme dominus.
We're not yeah, I guess it kind of is. Sorry about that. Got to be careful, though.
Doesn't mean it's an incorrect assumption to make.
Anyways, I'm going to find Connus.
Yeah, you would find Akonis in the greenhouse just across from the atrium that you guys were dormed up in.
Hey, Connus.
You hear a pot clatter to the ground.
Huh?
Just a second.
You're good.
And Akonis had been frantically collecting seeds. from as much as they could possibly grab. And kind of each one, not to grow them, but kind of just like burying it within themselves. Stowing what they can in pockets, feeding what looks edible to Onion. And then we'll walk out, probably covered in dirt. Good morning. Hi.
Pretty in there.
I'm sorry?
It's pretty in there.
Yeah. There's a lot more greenery than, the rest of this place. So Onion likes it a lot, at the very least.
Don't blame him. We have to be in the throne room soon. Gotta
Why?
meet up. Listen, I'm just telling you what the Lance has told me. I don't pretend to have a lot of information here.
The most trustworthy of us all, but sure. Yeah. And Akonis looks like really unsettled. Not like you have caught them hand in the cookie jar situation.
Gotcha. You all right, man?
Yeah. All good. Just and kind of just like does the awkward stumble away.
I know vibes are bad right now, man, but I can't. Obviously, you're going through a lot that I can't necessarily understand, but we'll stay on our toes and look out for stuff.
Yeah. I'm still a little vague on, having been a soldier here. I'm a little afraid that I'm gonna have to be a soldier again. And I would prefer not to do that. And given that it has seemed as though I am betraying people in the past, I just feel like I should make that clear. That's
Listen, we can, if you want me to talk to somebody about that, I can kind of, if you don't want to express those ideas yourself, I guess, because it's safer for somebody else to. I could for sure do that for you.
I mean, if I end up on the wrong side of everybody else's weapons, just know that it wasn't my intention.
Hey, we all sometimes don't have a choice in things. That's how we're all here, right? I'm gonna do everything I can so you have a choice, okay? Because I know how that feels and it sucks. So, I hope it doesn't come to that. And proactively, we're gonna try and do everything we can, right? I can't. Listen, candidly, shit sucks. I can't guarantee anything, right? Like, we're in shit right now.
Yeah.
But all right, I'll see you when we meet up with everybody.
Thanks, Macy.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna put Onion on my back in a little back pocket, with some seeds and some munchies, and go and meet with the rest of the group.
Yeah, Onion gives you a happy little chirp and begins to crunch on the snacks you give him. You guys are once again in this sort of, it's very clean, very dull, black stone, black metal. You're never really sure. Atrium, this central point where your dorms are located. There is a big glass dome over top of you that lets you see the sky. The sun is clearly up, but the sky is still gray as ever. And you guys find yourselves together, ready to embark for the throne room to see what the Emperor may indeed have in store for you.
Everybody ready? Everybody good? Do you have anything we want to get out of the way?
I just want to repeat from last time that I'm on everybody's side. Just in case things get a little confusing in there. Because that guy always uses kind of some interesting word choices. A lot of, double entendre kind of things. A lot of, that's a great interpretation kind of things. So I just want to, just in case.
Hell
Same.
yeah. Thanks.
I also don't really know what's going on, so fully gonna just defer to you. It's very over my head.
Probably best to take anything he says with, how is it, a grain of salt? Yes.
What's
Yes.
Go ahead.
He seems to be very free with his words and very loose with the meanings.
Can I roll for gain insight on Alethos?
Excuse me?
Am I allowed to do that? My thought being, Akana's intentionally stayed behind. Alethos clearly had some kind of a weird conversation, having had a one-on-one conversation with the Emperor, and I'm just trying to see, now that they have had a chance to sleep and it's a new day, what vibes are they giving off?
Alethos, would you be trying to mask any uncertainties that you may be having about it?
I think Alethos is probably trying to keep it, close to the chest, but we have to remember that last session, the friend that I ate was fear. So I do think, regardless of trying, that they do seem a bit nervous.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll allow a gain insight roll on that one.
Do I add anything? I don't add anything.
Do you
I
have
have
any
to counter
background
this?
skills? I would say if you hadn't just consumed fear, yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I got nothing that'll help me with this. Oh, but that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Damn.
Christ.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Just chilling,
Everything's
fine
fine.
and good.
Don't worry about it. Let's
Just
see. Gain insight. You can ask two of the questions, or you can ask your own.
Your worst.
I don't know that I would be able to suss this out, but is Alethos afraid for their own safety or the safety of everybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
All of the above.
Fair and valid. What pronouns does Alethos use?
Yes, all of the above.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just want to confirm. Thank you. Do I also get to ask questions from above or no? Just that?
You get to ask two questions from the list, and then you can ask one follow-up question that doesn't have to be from that list.
Oh, well, it wasn't a follow-up, but that was the other question that's on the list. How can I comfort Alethos?
Oh man. That is a good question. I think trusting their judgment would be a comfort to them at the moment, and I think that's something that you would sort of already get from them just from having hung out with them enough. They are doubting their ability to handle whatever's about to happen.
One question is, what is about to happen? I don't know if I can defer that to you, JT. Are you allowed to tell me what is about to happen with the Lethos? My main, I want as a player to know what to do, and I have anxiety. I didn't know where the rest of that sentence was
just
going.
Just like Alethos.
I got nervous and the brain shut down. Sorry about that.
I don't know if I can give you that information. I don't
Okay,
know if
that's
that's
fair.
something that you could discern from this interaction.
That's fair. I don't think that any of the other questions are particularly things that Akonis needs to zero in on. So, I think Akonis just kind of nods at what Aletha says. Tries to starts to seem to want to speak up, stumbles, pulls their words back. Yeah, we're all in this together. Akonis claps with Spark. Does the full fucking dance. I have the whole thing memorized.
All right. I mean, nobody else has anything. Let's head in.
You guys make your way down surprisingly empty hallways down to the main hall, which is equally as barren and devoid of other humanoid life. Nothing but the statues of the Emperor line these walls, and you approach the throne room. The doors seem to open at your presence. The Lance, as well as his partner, are both kneeling off to the side, and the Emperor is standing, hands folded behind his back, with a rather warm smile to greet you as you guys enter. The doors close behind you all on their own. And you're reminded of the day that most of you met. You were brought into this big, foreboding palace to do a job. And that seems to be what the Emperor is presenting to you now. He pipes up once you guys have all taken a spot in the room. I wanted to thank you all for joining me this morning. I know it is, it's a bit daunting being this far away from home, I imagine, and I can't imagine that you have any reason to trust me, but I'm hoping that the next few days will prove that I am only acting in the best interest of this planet and its people. Full disclosure, I don't think you're going to like what I'm about to say. But you have to understand, you carry with you a very powerful artifact, a relic of a world that is gone, one that could be used to forgive their hubris and restore them to their power, but instead should be used to enable the future of the people who live here now, which is what I would like to do with it. I'm going to venture with the 5 of you and a small complement of soldiers, including the Lance and our lovely head engineer here, and he gestures to the Lance's partner, to the tower, where I will allow the 5 of you to make the choice you make. There will be a few stops on the way. There are outposts that have been active for some time that I think that we could fish valuable resources out of for our trip. But in the meantime, I'm happy to open the Empire's coffers to you, should you desire to find anything that you might see fit. Build any machines you might like to build, locate any extraneous resources you might like to locate, etc. We'll be embarking on a caravan later today. Are there any questions?
Can we go
Alethos
in?
looks confused. Like very pointedly confused at the Emperor. Isn't saying anything. Seems very caught off guard that he said any of that. Like out loud with his mouth words.
Full chest.
It's just full out there. Just intent and everything on the table. Alethos is taken aback by that.
I think very quietly, Akonis will ask, can we go anywhere in the city?
Yes, of course. As long as you're back in time for the caravan deployment. We have a hangar bay that we need to depart from, given how tall the city is.
Can I see the facility I was made in?
I didn't know if you would want to, but absolutely. My labs are no secret to anyone.
I don't know if I want to either, but it feels pertinent information. You mentioned it's hard being far from home, and apparently I am not nearly as far as I thought, so.
I am glad to hear that you would like to consider this place your home.
I didn't say that.
Nevertheless, I will show you to where you were made. I make no secret of my squadron's origins, and I will make no secret of you. Anything else?
When you say that the coffers are open to us and we can go anywhere in the city, is there like an area that has cool tech?
Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of refurbishment and resupply stores that are stocked by our liberation missions. So you have been instructed to all the shop owners to allow you to root through their stuff and take as you wish.
Guys, I'm gonna make a wagon that doesn't leave us.
Oh, that wagon is yours.
Is it here?
Yes,
That's a good wagon.
we found it, I think probably after the Lance's energy signature returned to the north. It just appeared to us one day and sat down, and it hasn't moved since.
That's a good wagon. Maybe I'll make a tracking device for the wagon. And then make another wagon that doesn't leave us. Ideas. Anyway, yes. It acted like a... I don't know what it does. I'll take it back, though.
By all means. Very well. If you have no further questions, I think we should get straight to the tour. Acorn.
Lead the way.
Yeah. The doors will open yet again. The Lance and their partner will rise, exchange a few quick words before the Lance disappears into the air. And she moves to begin work on some engine or machine off to the side of the throne room. The Emperor will stop next to you, Akonis, and will simply gesture. I will after you. So it's a bit of a small shopping day if you guys think of anything. I will run this scene quick, and then we'll circle back to the group for whatever scenes you guys may want to do. But Akonis, you are led through the palace by the Emperor, and again, notably empty. No soldiers or guards to be seen anywhere. The Emperor leads you to a bedroom. It seems to be his, but he takes a small pin off of his lapel and sets it down into a bowl, kind of like a bowl that you would put keys in. And the bed cracks and steam pours out of it as it sort of folds open to reveal a small, sleek metal staircase.
This looks like where you would take somebody to kill them. I'm going to be honest.
If you're that worried about it, I will demonstrate for you that I am not armed or in any way capable of harming you, given that your proclivities far outclass my own.
I don't believe that for a second.
Belief is an interesting thing, isn't it? The answers you seek are down there. Whether you believe that or not will not change the truth. And the thing about belief is, cling to it all you want, it still can't. But we act like it does. And he will begin to walk down the stairs.
How steep are the stairs?
It's like regular stair steepness.
There's like a brief moment where Akonis like kicks their leg up, like they're gonna just kick the shit out of the Emperor and send him down the stairs. And then they'll take a deep breath, set their foot down, and follow.
You follow down. This section of the palace looks vastly different from the rest of the palace, which is a very nice, clean black. This place is raw gray stone, and the floor is a silvery, almost regular metal. You see there are old rust color panels and various bits of tech, as well as you've seen them in a couple of the outposts that you guys have visited, but they've always been empty. These large green vats where there appear to be, for all intents and purposes, soldiers growing. It looks as though workstations here were hastily abandoned, perhaps recently, upon being notified of your tour, as this place does not have a single ounce of sentient life around for you to talk with outside of the Emperor. He shows you to a damaged gestation tube. The glass very clearly shattered, though the debris is nowhere to be found. He stops at it and he turns to you. This was yours. This is the vat that we grew you in. That one across belonged to Ghost, and then the one next to it belonged to Moss. This is
So
where we made.
You're just growing people here?
Yes, absolutely.
And none of these people, except me, have tried to escape.
They have absolutely no reason to.
So why did I?
I never could figure that out. It was a mystery. I mean, you injured 4 people on your way out, but after it became clear that whatever was guiding you wasn't concerned for the well-being of others, it seemed better to just cut you loose and let you go. I would rather have no dead scientists than have one super soldier.
What did you talk to Alethos about yesterday?
Nothing incriminating, if that's what you're hoping for.
Tater Tot called you a fucking liar.
Okay, come here, buddy. The people want to say hi. Okay.
Tater Tot?
Did you see his little paw?
I did. This is
Okay,
the best
there
day.
it is. Hi, buddy. You hear that?
Boy.
Yes.
Buddy.
Yes, there he is. Okay. You're gonna have to behave. I simply brought to attention Alethos the existence of other shards that they've been looking for, aspects of Archimicrus that they've been absorbing. It was the only way to satisfy their curiosity, and, well, it was a show of goodwill on my part.
So we're all going to go with you, or you're going to come with us, depending on how you look at it, to this tower. And we're going to play whatever game Archimicrus sets up for us. And whoever wins gets to decide the fate of the entire planet.
That's about the long and short of it, yes.
And you want to reset it.
No. Resetting it would mean restoring the rust collars to power, and that's not a good idea, fundamentally.
They're called Arethians. And my name is Iconis, for the record.
Hi, buddy. There you go. Ow! Okay. Sorry, everybody. The Arethians had their chance. They ruined the planet, and they gave the people on this version of it a life of pain and misery. Have you ever felt happy since you woke up here?
I think I pause, and there's a very genuine, just like, oh fuck, let me think about that. And it's realizing that Spark could hear something that wasn't there and feeling that connection, and watching the team build the pillow for it and not engaging, but just kind of the little moments. There wasn't like a big thing. Being able to step in front of Maisie, Gigi coming back, like it was small things. Not here in this place, but yeah.
Then you are among a rare few who have found a way to earn that happiness. But joyous as I can make the people of my own empire, the resources are dwindling. The people who live here don't have very long to go, but they deserve a chance. And with Archimicrus, I can make sure that the nature of this planet is at least resilient against us, so that we can get more out of it and give more back to it.
And are you going to keep making experiments?
My soldiers are not experiments.
I would argue that taking a reclaimed and a plant and merging them together is a bit of an experiment.
No, we had the science solved long before you came along.
Fine. Are you going to be making any more science projects?
As long as the people need someone to look to. You're not immortal. None of my soldiers are. That would be cruel. Immortality is, I would imagine, one of the worst curses you could give someone. So they will die eventually, as with all beings. And the people will always need heroes to look up to, and that's what they are. They're heroes. So yes, I will keep making them.
Well, I wish I could say thank you for showing me, but this has hardly been something I've enjoyed.
I didn't expect you to enjoy it. I didn't even expect you to ask.
Well, neither did I. I don't know what you told Alethos. I know you're not telling me the whole truth. I wouldn't expect that. But if you do anything to hurt somebody on this team, I honestly probably won't have a chance to get my hands on you myself because everybody else will beat me to it. But just know that there will be consequences.
Good. I hope there would be. It would be a shame if you guys stopped being a team, considering how far you've come.
If I may, for flavor,
Mhm.
JT, I took a rank in Paladin,
Mhm.
and as part of that, I get a brand new weapon.
Ooh.
And it is called the where'd it go? Holy Avenger. And
Of
this is a
course.
it's a heavy blade. And I would love it if I could find that somewhere here.
I got two options for you. Actually, I got one option. I think this will be cool. I think it'll be cool for you if I'm allowed to present you with a scenario.
Go wild.
I think the Emperor leaves you to your thoughts down here. It has given you enough time to just sort of sit and stew on everything that's happened. And I think, and you're welcome to reject this notion, but I think that the Holy Avenger is not an item that you find, but in the heat of trying to protect your friends at that moment, the acorn is pushing some energy onto you. And you can take it or not.
I get to make my sword.
It's up to you.
I would love to make my sword.
You accept this push from the acorn and almost shoots from your chest the hilt of a blade made of the same tree that you're made of. And if you grab it and pull from it, a perfectly smithed metal blade pulls from it with a hilt of plant that you can call on and hide as you wish.
Hell yeah. The Emperor left me alone.
Yeah.
Are there any people in any of these vats?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how much Akonis values life.
Oh.
Anybody look almost to completion? Like, do they grow like from something, or are they just like already?
The ones that you can see here, it doesn't look like they're growing from infancy to adulthood. It looks like they're missing parts.
Anything vital?
Yeah, a couple.
I'm gonna ask Abby, the acorn.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not gonna stop him for forever, but nobody should have this much power over life.
What more power does he have than two parents? Or, what more power does he have than a tree who births fruit?
Yeah, but he's making people in pods. I don't know. I feel like Alethos is people, and Archimicarus is people, and I think by proxy, I'm people. And I think that part of that is because we get to make our own choices, and he's just making these people to do one task. That's not a life. That's not living. That's just an existence.
Do you consider the Lance to be people?
I try not to consider the Lance at all.
The Lance, like you, was built in one of these pods, and the Lance, like you, has made their own choices. Choices the Emperor could not have anticipated or made for them. Choices like that girl.
You're telling me not to destroy the pods.
I would never tell you to do anything.
Fine. But I still think it's fucked up. And the first chance we have, we gotta kill him.
The Emperor?
Yes.
You had your chance on the stairs.
I know. It just felt like Maisie was talking earlier about us trusting each other, and I didn't want to go rogue without checking in with everybody. And it felt like pushing a very, very, very old man down the stairs was going rogue. So I didn't want to do that.
He doesn't look that old.
Yeah, but I think he's been here a really long time.
It's like maybe 30.
How old is Akonis? I don't think Akonis has a concept for human age. I'm not 5, kid.
Akonis has been awake for a bit.
First chance that everybody else approves. As long as we think it will keep everybody else safe.
That's your prerogative. Whatever it takes to get me home.
Do you want him to reset? Not reset. He's so finicky about the words. Do you want him to do whatever it is that he wants to do?
Full disclosure, I don't know if I care.
At least you're honest about it.
You humanoids have continued to fuck up this planet for millennia, and the world tree is probably going to go away after the fact, unless the planet gets a full recycle. So, as long as I can flourish within you and then within the tree, who cares?
The rest of us outside of the tree care.
Right, and until then, I'm going to help you. If that's what you're after, then yeah, sure, I care.
I think I might have liked it better when you didn't tell me how cynical you were about
You
existence.
kept feeding me.
There were a lot of cool seats there.
Yes, I know. I'm feeling very awake.
Are you going to take control of me?
I think we should go find your friends.
If you try to take control of me, I'm going to cut you out of my chest myself. And I
Maybe
will.
we don't find your friends. You have grown much too paranoid since you met them.
They have finally given me something that I feel like protecting. So I'm a little nervous about losing it.
Okay, well, if I had known you were going to question me, I would not have given you that sword, that sick-ass sword.
Too bad.
Okay.
Damage done.
Well, there's going to be some stuff we need from those outposts, so I would recommend being compliant in the meantime.
Feel free to speak up whenever those things are around so I don't have to guess.
Oh, you'll know.
All right. I'm going to break Ghost and the other one that made the other reclaimed. I'm going to break those.
Those pods?
Mhm.
Sure. You break 2 empty vats.
I think it's very satisfying for Akonis, whether or not it does anything.
Okay. We're going to pan away from the lab and move to the rest of you. What are you guys up to in the meantime?
Spending so much money. Just like has has gotten fancy knobs and buttons and things, has thrown out the old ones. Gears thing. But I mean, also narratively is also gathering all the things to like build the stuff for my new character advancement stuff. But if there's anything just like fancy, if we're doing like a legit downtime action, I'll do some digging for some loot. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
This will count as downtime. You don't actually have to spend any money. I don't know if you guys have money, to be honest.
I'm spending
you guys
their
have been-
money. I'm spending the Emperor's
Well,
money.
Well, yeah, no,
Money is-
guys.
This
Yeah.
we're redistributing the wealth is what we're doing.
Truly, truly.
Somebody has to pay for this.
I'd like to be clear for everyone. You are just taking stuff off the shelves and not doing anything to exchange for any of it.
Is the Emperor going to be paying these people for their wares?
The Emperor...
He said access to coffers. Coffers implies money. Money implies somebody is paying these fools.
I'm trying to think of the best
Commerce.
way to put this. The
Best way to say that the
shopkeepers-
Emperor is a fucking thief.
No. The shopkeepers themselves tell you the Emperor has done more than enough for us. You are welcome to take
no.
what you need.
Oh,
The
no.
shopkeepers own the means, though, JT. Do they own the means
Do
of
they?
production?
Well, no, the means of production go to the soldiers who collect all this stuff for them to sell.
They own the means of
And the
acquiring
soldiers
shit
are-
from other people.
The soldiers work for the Emperor.
The Emperor owns the means.
No, the Emperor doesn't own them.
This is fucked up. This is
This is
fucked up.
fucked up.
Those are people. They work for the Emperor.
And he grew them in vats.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The Emperor is the means. Oh no.
Oh shit.
The Emperor
So
built
he
the
definitely, he definitely owns the means. Bro, this sucks.
I don't understand enough about the economy to feel bad about this, but I
I
get
hope
the
Karl
feeling
Marx
that I
isn't
should.
here to see this. I don't know
I
where
guess-
he's at in this grand universe. But
Can I mechanically just dungeon dive?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Hell yeah.
If you want to go ahead and make your roll, and you can add any relevant background skills that you feel might apply.
Man, do I have so many. Let's see. I've got the. We'll see which one we think. Tinkerer, because I know what I'm looking for little things, or little scamp, which is what I was using for being just like a little sneaking around, finding stuff, looking in things, Aladdin vibe, or machine speaker if something talks to me. I've got options on which one feels best in this situation.
You could use any number of those.
All right, I need more D6 real quick. And then you take the highest of them, yeah?
Correct. Okay. It's just like any Lancer.
Whee. Oh, that was a really good roll. Look, we're literally all of my D6s rolled 5s, which is very weird. Yahtzee, almost.
Yahtzee.
So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That's a crit. You get the entire loot crate, which I have a silly little generator here for. Shout out to Pirate Gonzalez Games. I am pasting that in the Beacons chat, but for posterity, the 3 items that you managed to find that stick out to you the most are Shrapnel is a type of Magitech. It's a volley attack. It is close blast 2, reach 3, and it does 1d6 physical. You find a Displacer Cloak, which as a reaction, when you are hit by an attack, you can teleport a number of spaces equal to the damage dealt.
That fits
After
so
armor
well with what I'm doing.
and resistance to a minimum of 1 space and a maximum of 10. And then Sneaker Snack is a legendary support item. It's an enchantment. Any weapon, skill, attack, or spell attack once per round, when you crit with it, it deals the maximum possible damage.
Hell yeah.
So
And I'm assuming enchantments still take like a slot, or is it like you use it, then it's attached to the weapon?
It'll attach to the weapon.
Ooh, okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. Cool.
It
I'm
does.
just gathering so many things.
It does take a support item slot, though. Right? Because it's a support item.
I think so.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you
you
enchant
equip
your
it like a
weapon and
support
it's
item.
there. Okay.
That's my bad.
Cool beans. Add this to my loot table, my ever-growing loot. Did either of y'all or any of y'all take my other 2 things, or am I just carrying around all my loot?
There's a downtime action to
took-
disenchant loot.
Yeah.
I took
Did
your
you take
defending
the-
enchantment.
Defending? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I will say, Spark, as well, you could have gone to retrieve your wagon and it would be actively following you.
Yay!
For all of your items.
Yeah, I'm putting all my items in it as part of my shopping here, because, like I said, thematically buying all this stuff to make like my Pokeball and shit. But I will also be getting the things to make a little tracking device for this wagon, so I know where it goes, and
Absolutely.
get going on that whenever we can have another downtime action.
Sure thing. And if you want to, right now, as part of your downtime as well, roll to build that. The Pokeball and the tracker, you may. I will allow that.
The Pokeball I technically get because it's my support item, but
Right.
for good fun, we're playing it off. Yay! Oh, and then I get another. Well, no, my familiar only gives me things on that. That's another really fucking good roll. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 for building my tracking device.
It sure does tell you where the wagon is.
Good. Yeah, I don't even want to fix the wagon. I like having it as our quest marker and see what weird shit it runs into.
Absolutely.
And I
Anything
make
else
like a
for
little
us?
leash for it too, for when I don't want it to
The
roll
wagon's
off.
like that, the little NPC that you hire in the town and then lose track of, and then they show up like 2
Yeah.
quests later, like
They're like,
half
"Oh."
dead with some weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
all right, little guy.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, absolutely. All that goes off without a hitch. Who's next?
I will go next.
Absolutely.
I am going to get a hold of Spark,
Hmm.
wherever Spark is.
Just the wagon filled with shit, and I'm just walking down the street.
Hey, bud. How's it going?
Hi. Very good. I got lots of goodies.
Mm-hmm.
New man calleth that.
That's nice. I would know how to play that, I think.
I have so many.
Sure. Do you have anything that you don't need anymore?
So many things.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I can kind of work those into raw materials, residuum, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
If you want.
absolutely. Let's see. I have the scythe, and just like, where did it come from? It's bigger than Spark, but just pulls it out of the wagon, Mary Poppins style. It's too
Okay.
big for me.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see. I'm definitely gonna
So
use
just
this.
keep grabbing the things from Spark.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this one. Maybe
Shit.
not that one. I'm just kind of going through it. This the weapon I just got because it's a main and I'm a little wimpy bitch. You can't use it. Pull, I hit my mic. Pull that out. I'm like, get this one, and then let's see. Ooh, jam it on a. I might keep the other two things I just got. Because I think I could use the Snicker Snack because it does it for spell attacks too. And skill attacks. Do those count with my. Oh, it can count with my shades because I have a thing that can make enchantments count on my shades. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. But yeah, so you've got two things, and then obviously the two weapons. You can break down and does the Splicer cloak doesn't have any? That's fine. I also have armor that I've been using, but especially now, I'm going to be like very hidden. I'll leave it to the group first if anyone wants it. It's the Ghost Walker armor. But I can phase through things with it. So maybe I do want to keep it. We'll keep it in the party at least. We won't break it down because that's cool. And then that's for you,
Right,
and
yeah,
I'll give you the enchantment.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Real quick before I do anything.
Yes.
I should have asked you this. I guess I didn't anticipate it happening. Do you have? I don't know when the next time we're gonna be in Farlight is. I don't know if we're gonna be back in Farlight ever.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to anybody back in Farlight?
What do you mean? Are you going?
Are
you leaving? Are you going back? What is happening?
No, Spark. So you know how you saw me in a different place in my dream?
Yes.
Last night I went back to Farlight, or the outskirts of it. It's changed a bit. I was able to get a letter from an old friend to a guard who said they would give it to who she wanted it to go to. I can't guarantee it'll happen, but just think about it. And if you want to tell anybody anything, get it to me before I go to bed.
Yeah. It'd be really helpful. The reason I've been talking to the Lance so much about like the other place and my buddies and trying to figure out that is to do something like you do. And travel places, or more accurately, travel people out. I kind of figured when we left Farlight that that was the last time I was going to be there, but I don't want my accents to be to the detriment of my family if they haven't already.
I get that. I get that.
So I want to figure out if there's some way to get them out to me, or if all this happens, put them in a safe place. So if you could just maybe check if they're there still.
I'll do what I can.
Thanks. And then I'll like direct you to like either where my house is, give you the address, or then like the booth specifically ran by me and all of my siblings that you've definitely shopped at a ton of times and never like realized.
Oh, I definitely know the area. I lived not too far from there. Interesting. Yeah. Just yeah. Talk to me about it if you need to.
Thanks, maybe.
Yeah, of course. And I am going to disenchant loot using the skills I have from childhood.
Absolutely. The loot is destroyed. I assume that you're aware of the rarities, given that they should have been
Oh
part
yeah,
of
I
whatever.
need to do math.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
can,
just
they're on my
there's a
character
little
sheet. I can
residuum list.
Thank you.
The let's see. Why is it not letting me select my loot here? Loot. What the heck? Oh, there it is. What did I give you? The scythe. Oh shit, I deleted the scythe. Hold on. No, I didn't. Why is it not pulling it up in my loot thing? I have it in my loot table still.
Scythe of Darkness.
But the shrapnel is uncommon.
Okay.
I can tell you that one right now. I don't know why it's not.
This scythe is legendary,
Scythe is legendary. Cool.
so you get 5 residuum for that.
So that's 8 so far. Is there anything else?
Unless you're destroying the enchantment that Spark gave you.
No. That's just
Alright.
8 residual.
8 residuum. Anything else for you, Maisie?
I might check in with Alithos about that. Just go up to Alithos. Hey, I don't know how much time you spent in Farlight. If you have anybody there, I can give like a written note, maybe to somebody in Farlight, if you want me to.
You were going back to Farlight.
Not on purpose. You know how I go places in my dreams. That's
This is why you did not want to be a part of this pillow fort. Yes?
I mean, it was
Screaming?
more that I scream when I do that because it's yeah. No pressure. I just last night I was finally able to get something for a friend in there. So if you
I am glad that your screaming was productive. I do not have many friends in Farlight.
Gotcha. Just want to check.
I appreciate the offer.
No problem. and she's going to continue disenchanting whatever Maisie was in the middle of disenchanting at the time. And that's it.
All right. Gigi, Alethos.
I mean, I'm gonna go shopping, but in the way that I'm just finding shit that looks like it might have been Arethian at one point and just liberating it.
That's going to be tough because almost every piece of scrap you see looks like it might have been Arethian.
I feel like at some point, Alethos' like shopping bag is bigger than Sparks, and I feel like that's impressive. But it's like not stuff that would be necessarily beneficial for like combat purposes or like mechanical things like that. It's sort of trying to gain, I don't know, information, insight on where these like pockets of like where are they getting all of this old Arethian shit from? Can I figure out like where outposts might be or what outposts people have found based on what kind of shit is like sort of sussing out that sort of situation based on what I find. And then sentimentally stealing a bunch of it.
I will let you roll to gather information.
Excellent. Cool. Is that general topic of inquiry? Yeah. Where is all of this nonsense coming from? I think is the vibe. What am I rolling?
You can roll with mind, and then you can add any relevant skills.
Okay. I feel like perhaps Arethian history is probably the vibe there.
Almost certainly, yes.
Excellent. Trying to remember how dice rolls work here. That is. Oh wait. Mind. I can do math. 15?
15 is pretty good. You can ask me any question about the topic, and I have to answer truthfully. Tater does not know.
Tater's one of you is telling the truth, one of you is lying.
Yeah. Well, Tater's lying. Hi. Come here, dummy. Yes, hello.
Okay. Where is the majority of this stuff coming from, or what type of thing is the majority of this?
So it is not a hidden fact that a lot of the loot that the soldiers find is from these quote liberation missions that they go on, wherein they liberate villages of their independence from the Empire. Just to put my game master cards on the table, in case that was not like already extremely abundantly clear, they are conquering these villages. And you can rationalize the Farlight was composed almost entirely of Arethian tech. And it seems like the only way to have a sustainable life in this world is by co-opting Arethian tech and figuring out how to make it work for you. So you imagine that that's where they're getting it, is these villages have figured out a way to use this Arethian tech for the benefit of their community.
Okay. But there's not like a specific type of tech that is like super prolific or anything. It's just kind of widespread, whatever the villages would have.
Whatever they're able to find out in the wastes.
Interesting. Are there any of those tomes? Has anybody found any of those?
Not of the tomes that you're looking for, but there are a few like research tomes.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I could use my not money to not purchase those.
You can just say you take it off a shelf.
Yes. Any sort of Arethian information. I think I'll focus my collection there.
Yeah.
My shopping for the evening.
Sure. And you can use those tomes to get an auto success on a hit the books downtime activity the next time you have downtime.
Okay.
But I will allow you to also roll to get a crit if you would like. It will just be regular successes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Gigi?
Yeah. Gigi was gonna go try to like. I think it'll probably be dungeon diving, but essentially she wants to go like fight a bunch of stuff, like for fun, like as a hobby.
Yeah. Absolutely. There are monsters in the wastes that you can fight. The lance, you very specifically remember the lance mentioning skin vultures.
Sweet. Yeah. No, that sounds right up her alley. So yeah, that I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fight them dungeon diving style.
If you would like to roll a dungeon dive check, I will re-roll the loot crate and let you know what you
Hell
get.
yeah. Let's get more loot. And I don't know. I think I have a background skill. Since they're vultures, I have one called Aerial Addict.
Yeah.
Because she loves flying around and being in the air and being airborne. So this is kind of her element. And that's a rank 2. Yeah. So that is a 21.
21 is good. 21 means you're going to get the entire loot crate.
Let's go.
And keep in mind, you can use that residuum that I just posted in the Beacons
What
chat.
does that do?
You can re-roll any one loot crate slot for 1. For 2, you can re-roll any one loot crate slot and choose a specific type, like weapon support, skill, spell. And for 2 residuum, you can re-roll any one loot crate slot, and the re-rolled slot will be 1 level rarer.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, well, let's see.
So
okay, yeah.
Well, just for posterity, the items that you get are a tactical analysis weapon with a minor action you can search, but you can only choose the option that reveals the target's attributes, ability scores, and abilities. In slot 2, you have a danger sense skill. You get +1 accuracy on saves against AoE effects. And in slot 3, you have a cryo cannon. It is a line 8 Magitech weapon that has of the volley action. It deals 1d6 plus 3 lunar, and on hit, the target is slowed until the end of their next turn. If they are already slowed, they are also immobilized until the end of their next turn.
Jesus. Does anybody use that? That's a wild weapon. Does anybody use heavy weapons in that way? It's the slots that always kill me, you know? We need like a what is it? Arsenal, I think, the one that has all the just so many weapons. Before I start re-rolling things, does anybody want one of those? No? We're all good? Okay, I'm gonna re-roll all 3 of them.
Should we roll all 3?
Yep, just one residual re-rolls.
All right. Here's your new loot crate. And for posterity, we have Momentum, a ranged weapon that is a club. It is a fight action. It is thrown 8, inaccurate, and it deals 2d6 plus 4 physical. When thrown, this weapon automatically returns to you after the attack. We have the Whirlwind, which is a ranged weapon. Once per round, when you crit with a melee weapon attack, you deal 3 physical to all adjacent enemies. And then we have a legendary skill, which is Overwhelming. You gain +2 save target. Additionally, whenever a character fails a save against you, they take 1 stress.
I think
I'm so amazed that this thrown weapon is heavy.
Yeah,
That makes no sense in my head.
It's just like Mjolnir, I think.
It is.
what
It
this
is meant to be
literally.
like Mjolnir.
Well, I do love all three of those things. Because I have 2 residuum left if I'm using it. Oh, okay. So it rerolls the slot, but the slots when already higher. I actually do like all 3 of these things.
These are already pretty good.
Does anybody want dibs on any of them? I feel like overwhelming would be good for Maisie.
I say I have
Yeah.
some things where like when I cause stress, I cause extra stress. And so if I could do this, then I could cause even more stress. So it'd be like
Yeah.
stacking stress. And I
don't
can place the
actually-
skill on my summon when I summon them, which is fun.
Oh, true.
Also, does anyone want that displacer cloak? I don't have room for a main slot, so I have to keep my light armor. If not, we can break that down and get more residual.
That's 4 extra
Also-
residuum.
Yeah.
I also
It's
don't
the one where
have
if you
any
get
room for
hit,
anything.
you can get teleported. But I have no main because my class support items are main, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got my dragon saddle.
Wait,
Don't think too far into it. Yeah, who does a lot of saves? Like, I think that's
I don't
really the
actually
big
do
question.
that many. I have a couple things that make saves,
I
but
guess
not
the-
actually.
But it's not with the target.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a spell that forces them to do saves, and if they failed, they take stress. And then I have another thing that amplifies the amount of stress I give every time someone takes stress, and then this would then amplify it again another
And
time,
that's
Yeah, take it.
possibly. I have to look
that's
and see
yours.
if I can fit it.
Ellie.
If not, we can break it down later too. But
also whenever, just
That's
for
not the size,
future
so
reference
how does this
for
work?
our
it's
synergy,
membrane.
whenever somebody adjacent to me gains stress, I get focus.
Oh well, then we're gonna pump you up, baby.
Yup.
We're gonna pump
Yup.
you up.
I think I'll actually take whirlwind. That's kind of fun for me.
Sounds good.
Does anybody want momentum? The fucking we can just hang on to the hammer of Thor. I think that's just fun. I'll just put that in my inventory.
We could also do a
Like,
reroll and make it legendary.
Well, I think it'd be a completely different item because you reroll the slot.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
So it'd be, but I mean, it would be, yeah.
I can't
if
use
none
that
of us are
right
using it-
now, but I might be able to use it later.
We could
It's
do
very
it.
similar to something that I already have.
Oh, okay. So do we want to keep it or reroll it? Because I'm cool doing the legendary reroll.
Yeah, I'm down to take a random legend. I'd be willing to take the chance.
Let's do it.
We could legendary, yeah.
The hammer,
Let's do
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
Legendary reroll.
Let's do it. Give us a
This is
legendary
fun.
item, JT.
I wish you could do this in games, in gotcha games.
Hey,
Just
You're
like, I
right.
want to reroll that slot, and I want it to be legendary this time. Thank you.
you kind of can, except it probably costs like $20. You know,
Yeah, it just costs, yeah.
$20.
I
$20 and a
will
pint of blood.
get that legendary item to you guys eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like either on break or before next episode, because we're gonna take a break here. If rolling loot crates is the entirety of Gigi's plan, is there anything else you would like to do?
If there are any, I don't know if this is even a thing here, but if there are any dragon riders, Gigi would find them and fight all of them, like for fun. Also,
Nobody here has ever seen a dragon.
oh shit, I'm probably really confused because that's the quickest way to get around. You know.
We don't do those here.
Well, yeah, we don't know what that is.
Oh, lame. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else at all before I cut to the scene before break?
Go.
All right, you guys do your quick downtime, your preparation for the caravan. As you approach the elevator, it takes the 5 of you down to the hangar bay, where the Lance and their betrothed are waiting for you. The Emperor is standing, instructing a few different soldiers to pack this box here, get this thing ready. You see that this caravan is not just mechanical vehicles. There's also a few pack animals. Not pack animals like we would see, but what seems like a cross between a woolly mammoth and a tiger has been hooked up to the front of one of these things. There is what I can only describe as a big, like an extra large snail, has been hooked up with a saddle and some extra cargo space.
Adorable.
And there is an entire, like, 12 fully, like, big dog-sized capybaras pulling sleds. Regular capybaras, not mossy capybaras like Onion. But that is the scene that you guys are met with as we go to break. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes, give or take a ham sandwich. Take the chance to stretch your legs, get some drinks, and use the bathroom if you need to, and prepare for the very fun adventure that these players are about to embark on. The very kind adventure that they're about to go on.
a bunch of properties, join a bunch of
Yeah.
HOAs, you know,
We are
in those
live
properties that you
Oh.
have.
Yes. Mhm.
And then hold up, I'm getting there. You buy properties in HOAs, you join the HOAs, and then you build bat housing, like housing for bats, for like protected species.
Mhm.
And then you leave the HOA. They can't tear them down because it's a place, a habitat for a protected species. They can't demolish that. And then there's just bat houses everywhere, and a lot of
Nice.
pissed off HOAs.
That is not how I would go about destroying HOAs, but I admire
a lot of
your-
happy bats.
No, I don't want to
I
destroy
admire
them. I
your
just want them to
commitment to
have to
ethics.
exist pissed.
Yeah.
That's not good. That wouldn't be good to have
Yeah, but
HOAs.
But consider that the bats would have houses.
Okay,
And I
but what
believe
if
in bat housing.
we could add some sort of HOA kind of scam on top of Eve's Ponzi scam Fire Island situation to also make their
Yeah.
life hell? They have an HOA and no mineral rights.
What we do
Yeah.
is the pictures on the website of like the cool condos or whatever that they're buying are actually zoomed way the fuck in. They're bat condos. The only
And
housing
you're
that
just
exists on
like
this
you
land.
buy it, but it's like you're paying rent for the bats. It's like how you can adopt a star and
It's a
adopt
charity,
bat.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't realize that until it's too late.
You phrase it as like adopting a condo. They're like, oh, that's funny. That's adorable. It's you've paid for bat housing and you don't have the mineral rights to the land. So
I feel a lot better about my idea to revive Fear Factor, but illegal.
Is that what your plan?
you can't make two zoos fight and call it Fear Factor.
No,
That's
no,
not-
no. This is the Fear Factor game show, but instead of like within legal boundaries, I don't do that.
Okay.
Ah.
I mean,
So,
people
like-
still have to like sign consent forms and stuff. Like, I think like you could get a workaround on it and it'd be fine.
No, yeah, they would
Yeah.
get the rundown.
Yeah.
I'd be
That
like,
sounds like a threat.
do you want to wear the Angry Wasp helmet?
Do you want to wear the angry?
And they
Anyway,
would sign the consent form, and I would give them a lot of money. We're back,
and
everybody.
also a wasp helmet.
And also,
And we just got back just now.
just
we
now.
just got back.
Everything else didn't happen. What
We
do
had
What
a
would
bunch
you
of
do with
private
$1 billion?
conversations.
Talk about it in chat.
Welcome to Beacons of Farlight. They're not in Farlight.
I would buy Farlight, actually.
You-
Fuck you, Chief.
no, please. No land
Would buy
development in
Brother
Farlight.
Brother Blight?
Brother Blight is dead. You killed him.
I would open a
know.
Whole Foods in
I'd
Farlight.
buy mineral rights to Brother.
No. Whole Foods. You're gonna gentrify Farlight. We're back, everybody. We're not gentrifying Farlight today. That's not till
Yeah.
Arc 3.
Yes.
It's not gonna happen in Arc 3. Arc 3 is casino themed. That's a little
Oh.
Easter egg. A little
Damn.
tidbit
That's where we
for you
win the $1
guys.
billion to then
No,
build bat
No.
housing in Farlight. I think.
not
is-
quite.
Are there bats in
Yeah.
Farlight?
They're
Probably.
well.
Yeah,
you
but they're
don't want
like
them to be.
this big.
They are,
Oh, hell yeah.
and they're like genuine vampire bats.
They're snuggle sized. They're big
Nope.
bats. They're huggable.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
Mhm.
They've got arms and everything.
I'd hug a bat.
I would too.
You would
Yeah.
you would get eaten.
That's what you like to think.
It's a good way to go. I'm okay with that.
So you guys are getting packed up for your pilgrimage out to the tower, out to Archimicarus's tower. The Emperor has soldiers gather your things for you and put them up in whatever vehicle you might like to have them in. The Lance is watching their partner work very intently. And Archimicarus is having a grand old time playing with one of the capybaras. They're sort of rolling a ball back and forth.
Adorable.
Can you remind how big the capybaras are?
Like just barely smaller than a smart car.
Jesus fucking Christ. I would like to place Onion on one to ride on. Capybara on a capybara.
It's a little capybara-ception, one mossy capybara.
Little stacky bara.
Little
Perfect.
stacky bara.
Stop. It's so good.
I'm trying to see how close to a snail I can look.
I mean, like a humanoid snail.
Can I get the eyes?
Yeah, you get the eyes.
Fuck yeah. I'm
That sounds
practicing.
horrifying.
Well, yeah, it's like a snail that stood up.
I'm long snail.
Like fully articulated arms and legs.
That got so bad so fast.
I'm
That's
just imagining.
just
I was just
Alito.
trying to get the face, but I mean, now we've committed to the bit, and I think I'm long snail now. Is that my new form?
I'm just imagining those like memes where it's like the animals, but instead of like drawing animals, they just draw like lanky dudes with like animal features. It's like
I'm the medieval
weird,
interpretation
poorly
of a
drawn.
snail.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of like the horrific like Furbies. Have you seen them where they make like the snake Furby or the
Log
Furby with
Furby.
like legs? Yeah.
Don't tell Alethos what a long Furby is, because they'll do it.
Furbies are the only thing that survived the Arethian apocalypse.
The first thing Alethos saw when they came to consciousness as a fully realized person was actually the husk of a long Furby.
Awful.
That's what they look
Terrible.
like before they met you. You're lucky they met people before you.
Yeah, but you guys are packed up. Archimicarus invites you to play with the capybara as well, Spark.
Oh, absolutely. I'm there. For sure. Can you
Is
talk
anybody
to the
doing anything?
capybara? I ask Archimicris.
I can.
What are they saying?
This one is very ecstatic that there's someone who knows how to play around. Things can get dreadfully dull.
That makes sense. They're not my tier.
Correct.
That's it. I like the knowledge that I know that we can talk to the capybara if we need to. I'd probably do like have Archimicris like translate for me. That I think that they're very cool and thank you for helping us and just being real nice. Feed them a tomato.
Capybara happily accepts a tomato.
What animals of the caravan are rideable size?
All of them.
Okay.
Probably don't want to ride the woolly mammoth tiger, but
Well, now I'm gonna do it.
predator.
Like,
It's an apex predator.
so am I.
But it's also adorable.
Yeah, you can
If
ride
not
on
friends,
just
my
about any of them.
I'll get on a capybara for now. Are they like attached to the carts and shit?
Each capybara has one cart each.
Is it attached with chains or with rope?
Like a little harness around their snout.
How easy would it be to break that if I needed to?
Quite. It's not made of a strong material.
Wonderful.
And you can tell these capybaras are, carrying the stuff that is not like super essential. All of that has been left
Better.
to this snail. Not a lethal.
Which snail?
Not a
You can't even tell us apart, can you?
You are much smaller than it.
Right. So says you.
Correct.
Yes.
Very good at being a snail, damn it.
I'm spending my time growing tomatoes out of my hands.
All the capybaras are trilling so happily that
Wonderful.
that sound that capybaras make. And they are gorging themselves on the maters.
I'm giving them to my friends too, for the record. Everybody gets tomatoes. Or whatever other weird thing I found in the greenhouse. If I found a different kind of fruit or something, I would absolutely.
Also, you could grow probably one of every kind of vegetable.
Wonderful.
But yeah, you guys get packed up. You see that everybody is on some sort of vehicle or otherwise, except for the Lance and the Emperor. And if you guys also opt to walk, you will not need to take up a vehicle slot if you don't want to. But the Emperor and the Lance both are walking sort of near the back of the caravan, and this hangar door opens. It sort of folds down. This massive metal ramp presents itself to you guys. And you guys disembark from the moving city into the wastes, kicking up ash and dust underneath you. You are back in that dull gray environment, making your way towards Archimecarus's tower. Spark, she is again hovering around you and sort of pointing the way for you. The wagon is following close behind for the time being, with all your trinkets and gizmos and thingamabobs. And Maisie, the Emperor would approach you from the back of the caravan, sort of walks in line with wherever you are. Maisie, right?
Sorry. Hi. Sorry, you scared me.
Oh, apologies. I did not mean to.
It's okay. What's up?
I just wanted to check in and see how you're settling in. You're one of the Farlight citizens that came, correct?
Yeah.
I know Alethos and Iconis are not necessarily privy to leaving a home behind, but I'm sure if your other friend were still here, she would probably also be checked in with. And then I think Spark is holding up just fine, it would seem, based on her attitude and her demeanor being as jovial as it is. But you...
Plain patty cake.
Maisie looks over at Spark and just smiles.
This must be tough for you.
Tough how?
The Lance told me what you guys did to protect Archimecarus from some bad people, and how doing so meant giving up your home. Giving up your family.
Listen, I appreciate it, but I don't really... There's nobody really there for me back home anymore, so... I never loved the town itself, and, I'm sure there's some good people there, but not for me.
That's unfortunate. I know how tough it can be to feel out of place.
All people. I talked to a couple of your citizens, I guess. Yeah. It's all the same, I'm sure.
Well, I like to think that maybe our quality of life is a bit more improved, what with the research we've been doing.
Did you know, first time I saw like an honest to God greenery, that was at the, I don't know, well, if Gigi was here. Sorry, Gigi is here.
Huh?
Sorry. Nothing. Hi, Gigi.
Hi.
The big terrarium, I guess. That's the first time ever. And you guys just have it here.
We do. Once the Citadel got moving, became mobilized, it became rapidly apparent that we would need to preserve natural life for as long as possible. So we started farming. We developed hydroponics and agriculture. I made the Citadel a walking terrarium, and the arcology was going to be a part of that.
Sorry about what happened to it, I guess.
Not your fault.
Blight was a bastard. Claddy's dead.
Well, for what it's worth, you were a very admirable combatant and a very capable leader.
You know what? Thanks. I appreciate that. We'll see. I don't really see eye to eye with a lot of the people around me, if I'm going to be honest. But we make do.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Sure.
I don't often see eye to eye with much of my people as well. Everybody has a different idea on how to save the world, or what's right or wrong. I get the feeling that you understand what I'm going for, though.
I'm going to be honest with you, too. I didn't want to see what you were going for.
I don't blame you. A life as difficult and dangerous as yours must be hard to trust anybody.
I don't think I'd go that far, but I'm not going to let Archimecarus or whoever, I'm not going to let them turn it back.
I hope not. Restoring the Rust Callers to their glory would be ill-advised.
Yeah, I agree. I just, I hope everybody sees eye to eye with that, at least.
I'm sure they do. You have a good team, and I can tell that they trust you. And when time comes to make the call, I'm sure that they will yield.
We'll see.
I appreciated this talk.
Yeah. I don't, I hope you can understand. Optics for me can't be getting too buddy.
I've made my appearance with 2 of your fellow cohorts already. I trust it'll be okay that I make the one appearance with you.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying we're not gonna grab dinner anytime soon, you know?
Well, we'll all be grabbing dinner. We'll be stopping to camp at nightfall.
You understand what I'm saying, man, right?
Oh, of course.
Cool.
Just when it comes time to make your choice, if you want, you'll have a home with us. And we have all the amenities you could ever ask for. But it's your choice. Very important to me that you choose.
Sounds nice.
And the Emperor will disengage and move back in step with the caravan towards the back.
Maisie is not going to make eye contact with anybody for the next while.
Was that subtle?
Maisie
what?
not making eye contact.
No, the Emperor going up to Maisie. Like,
No, yeah, very clearly you could see the Emperor was having a small conversation with Maisie.
okay. I don't think Iconis does anything, but they don't feel great about that.
You guys march. Well, the soldiers march. And the snail slugs along. It's actually remarkably fast. You guys are moving at one hell of a pace. And you come to crest over a small hill to the north of your original destination. And you can see off in the distance, maybe 3-4 more days travel, a flat plains with a big blue metallic tower sitting at the center of this valley. And as soon as Archibicarus sees it, she goes red briefly. She returns to her blue, and she curls up next to you, Spark, and she goes back to sleep. And this tower at the very top where it points begins to unfold in a rose-like pattern. And you see there is a beam of energy emerging from the top of the tower into the skies. It pierces the clouds and creates almost a whirlwind of clouds in a pattern almost like the eye of a storm. For the briefest moment, the caravan stops to witness this.
What's the Lance and the Emperor doing? What's the Emperor doing? I don't really care about the Lance.
You can roll gain insight if you would like.
I would like.
Please, by all means.
What's a 17? And I don't have any skills.
Let's see, 17. You may ask me 2 of the questions there, or you can make one up. I don't really care.
No, I want those to guide me. Where's the skill checks? Does the Emperor look excited? Does he look pleased? What's his
He
vibe?
does. He looks I can't believe I get to say it. It's one of my favorite words. It's the most mild English word for feeling quite content. He looks quite chuffed.
Chuffed is nuts, you say?
Chuffed is like a middling excitement. Or middling disappointment. It has connotations in both sides of that spectrum, but they're both very mild.
It is its own antonym.
And it's my
Hate it
favorite
for
word.
that.
I love it so much. Yeah, he looks quite chuffed with this.
What is safe or vulnerable here?
What is safe or vulnerable here?
Can I combine that into one question? Do I have to pick? Let me combine it,
No,
please.
yeah, that's one question.
Okay, cool. That's my
I
question.
see one question mark on that line.
Perfect.
What is safe? You guys are safe. Right
Everybody?
now the caravan right now is safe.
Okay.
However, Archibicarus and Alethos in particular, you imagine, would be pretty vulnerable. to something. You're not sure what, but it feels logical to conclude that from the situation that Archimicris has just put you guys in.
I will dismount from my capybara, and kind of just whenever we start moving again, I'll walk closer to where Alethos is.
I'm on a snail.
It's
I'm
just the
walking
one
next to-
snail.
I'm walking
just the
next
one.
to the snail.
Are you doing anything, or are you just hovering?
No, just hovering. Just
Okay.
hovering. Akonis doesn't know what to do because they're trying really hard to trust Alethos, but it's clear that Alethos is being sus, and Akonis thinks that they're in over their head.
No comment. I think you would notice Alethos is paying a lot of attention to Archimicris suddenly, for having been pointedly not engaging with her for a lot of their sort of journey. He is very confused and concerned about what all of that just meant for Archimicris specifically.
Are you gonna change colors like that too?
I don't intend to.
Do you think she intended to?
Can't tell. God, is that something that I would be able to like suss out with some sort of lore knowledge of how all this works? Do I know if that's something that we ever have control over? I mean, she's also different from me in a lot of ways.
Like a gather information roll, if you want to make a. You want to gather information, maybe?
I could perhaps gather some information. I could be persuaded to do so. I feel like, okay. All right. Trying to remember how roles work in this one. Okay. All right. I'm assuming gather information is a mind situation.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a dirty 20.
That's a critical.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can ask me 2 questions, and I have to answer both truthfully.
Was Archimicris' reaction on purpose?
No.
Interesting. I guess, did I feel any sort of urge to do the same, or did I have any sort of reaction like outside of myself to what just happened?
No, there was no involuntary reaction on your part.
Not even like a vibe?
It'd be a pretty internal thing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't know why she did that. I don't know that she knows why she did that. I only know what it means when I've done that. I think she might be scared of it.
I didn't know she could be afraid.
If she is what they say she is, then she has the capacity for fear.
I didn't think there was anything in this world that would scare her.
Maybe it isn't something that is in this world yet. Or anymore. Maybe it's what we could bring into it. She intends to keep her word, and whoever wins gets to do what they want with her power. Maybe there's an outcome there that she fears.
It's not something I'd considered.
It's not something I thought probable either.
But worth exploring.
I don't think she would tell me were I to ask.
Connor swings their head over to Spark. But I think she would tell one of us.
I've been just like playing Mancala by myself. Like, what?
What? I thought Archimicris was playing with you.
They went to bed.
Akonis will. Are we moving again?
Yeah, the caravan stopped for like 2 seconds.
Okay. What is Spark sitting on to play Mancala? Is Spark carrying it?
Are we
just
on like the capybaras? I thought we were on the
Okay,
back of
okay.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure what the vibe was. Okay.
Yeah.
I will climb onto my capybara again, and I will ask Spark to teach me Mancala.
I, Taylor, do not remember how, but Spark describes it in perfect.
Do you think Spark actually knows how to play Mancala, or is it just like some made up rules every time?
It's probably, I mean, it seems like she made up the game, so.
Hell yeah. I love that.
You guys continue to travel. Teos, are you gonna?
I mean, did as the like light change color, fall asleep thing, was there anything like said or just conked?
She didn't say anything on her way to bed, but you do, I think, sort of feel that buzz in the back of your mind that you felt whenever she spoke with you.
Kind of like she's like there but not active, kind of. Okay.
Like, since she's been awake, you haven't had to use, whatever interspace you have between you to
I just talk to her.
But now that she is unconscious again.
Gotcha. Okay. At least the connection's there. I don't think, I mean, Spark doesn't fully know what's happening or what needs to be asked or said because she's fucking terrified of this tower and terrified of Archimicris and terrified of the whole situation. So she's gonna shove it way down deep until someone makes her confront it, I think. Because she already feels bad about whatever this game is she doesn't understand.
Absolutely. You guys travel until nightfall. And night doesn't ever truly fall on this planet as established. There's 2 suns, and it is only ever dark for maybe a couple minutes before the other sun makes its rotation back around. But you set up camp. Everybody is getting ready to rest. The Lance has set up a nice little bed. The Emperor has a fold-out 4-poster that he sleeps in the open air, and the 4 posts connect to a clear drape so that he can look at the stars while he's camping. It's like glamping in the worst possible way, because he could still very much get rained on and get super wet, and this bed would be ruined. But he could see the stars from his outside 4-poster bed.
Honestly, that's pretty nice. I want to do that someday.
If I won the lottery, nobody would know, but there would be signs.
Yeah. Full circle.
He's also got like a little desk that he brought with a stationery that he uses to sort of do his work. And you see Spark, especially, he pulls out a little device that summons a bird, a bird you've never seen before. Alethos and Gigi would both recognize this to be a pigeon. But he summons this pigeon. and he ties a little bit of paper from the stationery to it and sends it off. But yeah, you
I
guys
didn't
are...
realize you all have the rats with wings here too. All of your birds were a lot scarier that I've seen so far. Those things are just annoying.
I haven't seen one of those.
I've never seen that
outside.
in my life. Yeah.
They have not
Oh.
been here in a while.
Tay, you're muted if you're saying stuff.
Oh, I said I told you that the mouths were magic. Because it's
The
a flying
mouth-
rat.
The mess.
Magic mouth.
You saw one of those?
No, the one that brought me the letter with the magic mouth. They won. Other GG gave me that look too.
I was having a lot of trouble with that one. Huh.
That rat with wings. Rat is just a mouse,
Yes.
right?
It's a colloquialism.
Rats aren't mice, I don't think. But functionally, I think rats are mice. Like, I don't think most people have to care about the difference.
Flying magic mouth.
Who wants to help me put up the pillow fort? And Gigi's gonna start pulling. Gigi's gonna start pulling pillows out of her bag.
You know what, Gigi?
From the room.
Why don't we do a little bit of like?
But it's more just a bunch of extra pillows and some sleeping bags kind of situation. It's not actually like a full pillow fort.
I'm gonna ask you to create a ritual about it. Eve.
Okay.
Pillow fort ritual.
Oh my
Uh,
god,
I'll
can I
do
help?
my ritual pillow
You
fort.
do not have to answer the first question or the third question, and you do
Okay.
not have to roll.
Okay.
Just tell me how the ritual is performed.
Yeah. Well.
Tell me how the
it's
tell me how the
really
pillow
fun.
fort is assembled.
Yeah. So first you have to get like a really big blanket, and you have to spread out on the ground because the ground's like you got to just kind of get some separation between the ground and the pillow fort. And then you put down all the sleeping bags in a sort of geometrically symmetrical situation. It helps with the bonding. And then you distribute the pillows evenly and fairly, but you make sure to leave enough for like fun activities in the middle. And then pretty much everything else has to be done outside of the purview of the pillow fort. So it's that's pretty much it as far as that.
Outside, this pillow fort looks as raggedy as can be. It's constructed of loose pillows and sleeping bags. But as the ritual is completed, once you guys go inside, it is a pretty spacious pillow fort. And it has all the fixins. It's got little pillow windows, little bed rolls for Gigi and whoever else enters to sleep.
But there's
in.
definitely a skylight. Like, I
There's
had
a
to show off
skylight?
the Emperor, so there's like just a spot where you can see a bit of the stars. I just thought it was a good idea. But is everybody gonna come join me in the pillow fort? And it's
Absolutely.
guaranteed to make you more effective in combat tomorrow.
Say less. Alethos walks in and like passing through the door, quote unquote, of this pillow fort.
It's like a blanket that is thrown up on top of the other blankets, kind of thing.
Excellent. Yes.
'Cause I
Passes through
definitely
the
don't
door.
have a tent. I have like sticks and blankets, and that's the most I thought to pack because I needed all
Country
the other
girls
space
make
for
do.
pillows. Country girls do make do. My
Um,
middle name is Peasant,
It's
but in French.
because you're fancy.
Yeah.
Alethos walks
the
through and comes
fancy
out the other
world.
side in pajamas.
Yes.
In as they had pajamas described to them the other night.
I'll go in the pillow fort, but if I fall asleep, I will scream. So you guys
Okay.
can for sure veto me going into the pillow fort if you want.
Nope.
Nope.
I veto your trepidation.
You are welcome to
Can one
scream
of
in
my
the fort.
long-term projects now be to make us all like earplugs that specifically tone out only Maisie's like nightmare screams?
Your long-term projects can be whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working. Like at some point in time, I'm gonna like just be recording Maisie as she's having her nightmares, so I can get the right tone.
You gotta
Maisie starts
unlock
like
the frequencies.
stirring, and you're just like.
Maisie wakes up and there's a recorder like up her nose, like.
Alethos,
At it.
as you guys get settled in, those of you who go into the pillow fort, Alethos, you get a little
Everybody.
ping. It's everybody. You get a little ping on your systems, in your systems.
I didn't know it did that.
It hasn't done that for literal eons.
Yeah.
Because the internal system messaging was strictly when a scientist needed to get in touch with you from another outpost.
Oh. What kind of ping? Do I need to open the ping? What kind of ping am I looking at?
It's like an instant message, like an AOL window has popped up.
Okay. Who's it from?
It doesn't say, but do you open it?
I mean, like I run the equivalent of like a virus scanner or whatever, like a. I'm making sure it's not going to try to like. There's not like malware or something in this.
There is no
or
zip
whatever.
bomb in the instant message.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, I will open the totally safe, incredibly normal Teams ping that I'm getting.
Yeah. It's just a map with a single marker on it for Outpost 1 as promised.
I look out the strategically placed pillow fort window towards the Emperor's 4-poster bed. Suspiciously.
He is he's working on a machine there, doing a little tinkering.
He's sitting there kicking his feet, texting.
Yeah.
He's got a pink book and a really fluffy topped pen, and he's kicking his little feet.
Today on my trip.
Road trip with the besties, day 1. I don't think Maisie likes me very much. No, yeah, he's tinkering at his desk.
Icarus is a fugly slut.
Oh no! You can't say that about her.
The Emperor's Burn Book.
No.
The Empress Regina George. Everybody.
The next emotion that Alethos eats is bitchiness.
Congrats. The next emotion is gossip.
It's my favorite of the emotions. Does it look like he sent this?
It does. The message very explicitly says "as promised."
I know, but I'm.
Can you think of one other person recently who has promised you this information?
I'm very confused at why he would have still done this after the whole deal was that we don't talk about what we want, and then he explicitly told everybody exactly what he's after. I'm very confused about his end game and his methods, and I'm just very suspicious. Like I understand that it's him, but I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, and I'm very confused about it.
It's confusing. Isn't it?
How far away is this outpost?
Maybe like a 10-minute walk. You guys could be there and back in no time.
Am I familiar with this outpost?
This is off your radar.
Shit. He could be sending us on a wild goose chase to get rid of us.
Yes.
I don't know. I think Alethos like doesn't know what to do and is just sort of sitting awkwardly in the pillow fort, nervously looking out the window, thinking, considering some things, looking very nervous. But everybody's so chill in the pillow fort, I don't want to bother them. The vibes are immaculate. I can't be the Debbie Downer here.
Gigi goes over and like pushes the like pillow fort door blanket over and like closes the door. And I'll turn around and say, "So I bet you're all wondering why I gathered you here." You know,
No.
Kinda.
I might be new/old here, and I may only approximately know names and faces at this point. That's a joke. I know you guys. You guys are great. It's like 4 names. How hard is it to remember? But anyway, everybody was being kind of like, I don't know. There was a lot of like brooding happening today. I felt like that was the energy in the caravan. Brooding, maybe
feasible.
fear.
That's relatively new.
Yeah. So do we want to talk about it, or do we need to do like a team building exercise?
You can do the hand thing. Someone wants to do the hand thing. Spark
Hand thing.
totally, I think, suggested this earlier, that we do a team bonding and do activities. This is a deja vu where it happened. So very excited. Spark
we
is
can all
just like
just, like-
not so slyly just looking back and forth between Akonis and Alethos. Like they seem to be
I
the
mean,
one
we
that
could
has
just
less
all
affair.
like hold hands and talk about what we're scared about, and then maybe that'll make us feel better. Or we could go like fight some monsters somewhere. You guys seem to have plenty of those. Like everywhere I'm turning around, there's another monster to slay. It's just pretty fun, to be honest. But yeah, just whatever you think will help. But we've created a dome of safety for all of our emotions.
I reach out and grab Spark's
And they
hand.
go out the skylight. They go out the skylight so that they don't like stay in here and make things all yucky. They just like go straight up out the skylight, and it's yeah.
That's nice.
It's kind of like magic.
Maisie starts to say something and then looks at Spark.
Put
what's
my
up?
hand out.
I'll
Alethos
take
is already
Spark's
holding
hand,
one
but she
hand.
doesn't-
I'll grab the other.
What do you? What's up, bud?
With me?
Yeah.
Or Akonis as well? Well, in general, I'm a little concerned about what that tower means and what that's going on and why I can talk to something in my head, and then if the world is going to end, and then if it's all going to be my fault because I said yes to play a game. I didn't tell y'all. I said yes to play the game, and that's what brought us here. And that's a little concerning because I don't really know what's going on, and then I think that maybe I'm the reason that the world might possibly end, or the world may continue, or I don't really know, but I don't understand what it is. Then the whole I'm scared my family's dead thing.
Hey, Spark. Go ahead and make a mind save for me.
Mind save? Am I,
God. Hey,
am I
Spark.
saving against
Hey, Spark, roll for
anxiety
panic attack.
Yeah. I don't think I should add
Sorry to
anything that.
disrupt this.
Can I help?
flow. You
Can
can.
I help on the roll since I'm
What-
guiding this exercise?
Yeah, and
Actually,
I
you know
like
what? Yeah, you
two-
can. I'll say you can help.
Like, do you add anything with your like ability scores, or is it just like straight?
You should. If you have a number in mind, you'll add that to the result.
Okay.
And then with Gigi's help, because you're having a little kumbaya session, you'll add an accuracy die.
Ooh, okay.
Do I roll to add that, or does it just happen?
You just help.
Cool.
I really want to use my skill that's called "Would Love You If You Were a Worm," but worm with a Y.
That's amazing.
I
I
don't really
find
know
out
what it means, but it seems like it fits right now.
I'm so fucking okay right now with a 25. I am really handling this apparently.
I
Okay.
thought that was a joke. I just looked at your sheet. That is actually a background skill.
Yeah. I give them fun names. I don't want it to be like stealth. I don't like whatever, like dragon knowledge. Would love you.
I
if you
love
were a
this
worm.
game, guys.
They said to give him a fun name.
Yeah, I got a little scamp.
Okay. Tay, you passed. I am going to message you after the game. Sorry to interrupt.
Cool.
Oh, good.
But
Oh.
yeah, says all of that and then just same toothy grin, looking at everybody, holding Akonis's and Maisie's hand.
Canis very slowly takes their hand back.
I like hold it a little, like try to keep it for a little too long and then let it go.
Why are you
You
letting go of hands?
you agreed to the game, Spark?
Well, they said, "Do you want to play a game?" And then I said, "Yes." I thought it would be like hide and seek, and then poof, here we were.
What happens?
We're
Spark, that was gonna. I understand feeling bad about that, but whatever is gonna happen was probably gonna happen whether you said yes or no. She'd probably have found a way.
Yeah,
I would just ask somebody else.
That's true. I figured we'd probably end up here anyway, so that's how I've been trying to sleep at night. But it's still like I feel like I'm being used by her.
I don't that's my worry. I don't care that you said yes to the game. Did you agree to anything else? Did she try
No.
to get you to do anything?
Anything else, as we said, I talked to Conus before the game, and she hasn't really asked me to do anything since we got here. But I feel like I don't know if she's listening all the time, but like I could talk to her, so I don't want to like say a lot. I'm like, ouch. Be very fun to play with, though.
Big game.
Most games.
A friend of mine lost their whole name one time.
From a
If you're
game?
walking through the forest and a tree asks you if you want to play a game, just say no.
Oh, that's very good advice. I would definitely say yes.
Yeah. As far as the other stuff you said, Spark, I saw Farlight last night. It was on lockdown, but seemed stable-ish, I guess. I don't know. I can't promise anything, but I think everybody's fine.
Yeah. It's a
Spark-
lot.
Has Archimicris said if she's afraid of anything?
Not that I didn't realize she's very cryptic. So sometimes it's a little hard to dig into what she's actually saying. But it's all really rotated around the like gotta get to the tower and play the game and choose the side and make the teams and do the thing and I do you know. And I still don't fully understand what the tower and the go around and what she's supposed to do, the Arthurians, and I think that's part of it too. She's very cryptic. I don't trust her, and I don't understand it.
That makes sense. And that's okay.
I'm very good at giving her the blank stare, and then she just like loses all emotion in her face with a little smile, like no thoughts, head empty. She usually stops talking to me
That's
when I do
really
that.
good. That's really good. That's difficult to talk to. Like,
She does
that's
it
good.
again.
That's
I love
effective.
you talking to her.
That's really wow. You just immediately lose your train of thought. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Where did you learn that?
I have a lot of siblings. I don't want to listen to them.
Okay, who's next?
I mean, I've only just learned how to have fear, so I don't know that I have much of an answer. Except all of it.
That's probably very overwhelming then.
I'm not sure what it is. I've decided though that I don't think I like it very much.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I don't think you're supposed to like fear.
I don't mind the individual. They just speak a lot.
He was a person. That's interesting. My fear is not a person. It's just like there, I guess.
I don't. Yeah, it seems that you all sort of come with those sort of
Pre-installed.
stock. Yes, pre-installed. Thank you. I actually and there's you get nervous, which is not a look that they have worn up until like 2 days ago. There is another one that I do not have, but I know where it might be.
Another emotion?
Perhaps. They're not all emotions. One of them is Todd. The dog?
Huh?
Oh, the dog. The dog. The big dog?
Thought could be an emotion.
The big dog.
That was playful though, right?
It likes to play, yes. I don't is that an emotion?
Can be. I think.
So perhaps emotion is the word, but I have found perhaps another.
Neat.
And I don't know if I want to go get it.
You don't have to. I mean, you know, I don't think we have to decide that right now, but we definitely can.
It is very close.
Oh,
Oh.
we can go get it.
My concern, no. My fear, yes, is that there will be things there that do not want us to take it.
Okay. Is that a problem?
Things that would hurt you.
Try.
We killed
Technically.
Blight.
Blight didn't want us to take Archimicarus, so
I'd hope they'd try really hard because then it's fun. You guys not like fighting?
No,
Is it not like fun here?
no, not at all.
Oh, that's terrible.
more of
That
a
must
We
be
did it for a
horrific.
job, and I hate
Oh
it.
my god, that must be horrific to participate in.
It was more of a chore, and now I know fear, so it is worse than that.
I've had a lot of nightmares.
I've been having a blast. I haven't really fought anything since we got here. Well, I fought some. Well, it's not really worth talking about, honestly. Just like kind of.
It's less the fighting,
Honor.
more the death and murder.
Oh,
That sucks.
yeah. I
As
get
The
it.
long as
fighting
we're
not bad.
fighting.
Granted,
You
I
would
don't
like-
really do much.
If you would like an opportunity to fight things, we could find the other piece, but I fear that is a lot to ask of you.
I'm in.
Maybe not you, but
Hey, it's if you think it would help us and you think you need it, I trust your judgment here. I really do.
I am concerned that leaving Archimicarus as the only complete entity leaves deciding factor out of our hands.
If
It's a good
you
thought.
become what you call a complete entity, can you do what Archimicarus does?
I do not know.
Because then that might be
It would-
helpful if they want to do something we don't want, and then you'll have more equipped to deal with that.
It is possible. It is also possible that they created her as an entire entity, pre-installed, because doing it the way that I have been made in fragments is not stable enough to run her programming. I do not know if it would work.
Some of my best friends are unstable.
And how does that go for them?
Big
Pretty
toothy
well.
grin over here too, and the blank stare again.
Pretty well. All the stable people I know, well, they work with horses mostly. But the other ones, they're pretty boring.
So it's mostly,
That
it's
was
mostly
'cause-
drill work and minerals then, and horses.
Let's get the fable. I guess.
Because they're bored. They're bored into the.
You
That's really good.
Sparkin just gets
I'm
so
still-
excited and just stares like.
I am still learning how to be Todd.
You're doing a great job. I love Todd. I'm feeling pretty Todd right now myself, I think.
They flash orange.
Excellent. Okay,
Is
so we have
anybody-
another item on the to-do list.
Is anybody keeping an eye on the outside while you're having this little rap sesh?
Sure, somebody can see out the window because we're standing in a circle holding hands.
Yeah, only
What
so
are
much
you
as to like
looking out the window?
keep like anxiously looking at that 4 poster and the Emperor, but I think that's about as much as we're getting out of Alethos.
Well, then I'll say Alethos, you're the only one that sees this. It's very brief.
Oh no.
It's the image we're going to leave on for the evening. You see the Lance and the Emperor are... What's the best way to put this? The Lance is very close to the Emperor in an angry way.
The like ramp up, I was like, what's happening?
They're kissing as a joke.
Wait, every single one of us went at the same time.
No, very quietly, very angrily discussing something with the Emperor. And you see the Emperor just calmly puts a hand on the Lance's shoulder, and you hear a crack. And the Lance backs down immediately.
I think if Alethos sees this, they flash yellow and stay that way. For like several seconds.
And that's what we're going to end for tonight.
I'm just imagining like either Maisie or Akonis like halfway through like a sentence talking about their feelings and then just out what?
Alethos is just like, Jesus
You
Christ.
all would have heard the crack at the end. Alethos is the only one that saw the argument. You guys just hear a loud bone crack. But that's where we're going to end for the night. Thank you all so much for coming. This is a good and cool game. I'm going to give my players a chance to go around and introduce themselves and plug anything they would like to plug. We are going to go in the classic regular old circle, I think, from Tay to myself. So Tay, I'm going to drop ship the microphone to you.
Whoa. Okay, hold on one sec.
Okay.
That's good. I'm not actually gonna. I'm wired. My headphones fine. I would have committed to the bit if my headphones wouldn't have died as soon as I moved. But I go pick it up and grab it and walk back in. Set it up. It takes a long time. Hello. I'm Taylor. I put all over the internet. I have been your spec today, and every other Wednesday. And then I'm Taylor the rest of the time. What are we usually doing these? What do I have going on? Hey, come back here. Here, I can kind of loop in our channel things too, because come back tomorrow for the last caravan. It is every Thursday or every other Thursday, depending on schedulability. We are where did we end up? Are we in weird Virginia?
We're in
Is that what
Weird
we chose?
Virginia.
Weird
We're heading to
Virginia.
Point Pleasant to see
Yeah.
the Mothman.
Yeah. So it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
smooch him.
it's gonna be a good time. Quinn would. Yep. Yeah. Accurate.
We'll get there.
But then just to cover the other high shelf announcement, on the 20th will be our once a month campaign of Worldwide Wrestling Memphis ran by the Wonderful Sin. Come check that out. We'll have a guest. It's going to be very fun. But other than that, for me, you can also find me every other Monday over on Lost Caravan, not Lassie. I almost said the wrong one. Lost Caravan, playing Lancer Hell's Gate. And then on the Mondays that are not that, I'm over on Apochromatic Unlimited playing Esper Genesis. It is of like reskin of 5e to be very, very sci-fi-y. And it is, we are not good people. It's very fun. We are shills for the man, and I hate it. But my character loves it. I've described her as a murderer, like a murdering Leslie Knope. So come hang out for that. She really loves her government. And then other than that, that's kind of it. That's kind of all I've got going on right now. Other than, of course, I'll let Kit do the big spiel because they do so much better with it. But Bloom and Blight, if you listen to your podcasts. With that, I have the order here somewhere. I'm gonna just like kind of gingerly toss the mic over to this. Oh wait, this way to Eve. Just a nice little.
Just a gentle,
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it. I now have it. It's me. I'm Eve. I'm here. I'm playing this game, and tomorrow I'm playing that game. The Last Caravan is the game I'm playing, and I play Quinn, and she's a little linguistics graduate. Well, her grad school got destroyed by aliens, so, but she's gonna go full arrival on these bitches and maybe kiss one of them. And definitely kiss the Mothman. You heard it here first, folks. Come back tomorrow for that. We'll see. But that's pretty much what I got going on. You know, I don't think I have anything else to do, but I'm just around. I'm just hanging out. Invite me to do things, and maybe I'll come hang out. I'm playing a lot of Minecraft right now. That's pretty fun. But that's fun. That's all I got going on. Who's next? I gotta look at this. I gotta look at the thing. Oh, Harp. Right here. I'm just gonna like, you know, pour it like sand out of my hands.
I caught like half of it tops. So I'll just talk like this. You know. But hi, I'm Harper. You can call me Harp. You can also call me Harper. That's okay too, for sure. I mean that, like genuinely. What do I do? Yeah. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna be over on Entropy Emporium for the second to last episode of Project Reach Extraction, which is my cyber heist game. They're doing a heist in the internet, and it's really heating up. They're about to have a face down with a self-proclaimed god, who is, in fact, a trans girl wearing pajama pants at the top of a tower. What else? Every other Tuesday, that's like 2 weeks from yesterday, I'm on Masks. They Call Us Villains. It's horror masks game. On Entropy Emporium. I play Mara there. I really don't do a whole lot else. Can I be honest? Oh, I do music. If you really want some music for a game or something, I did the music for this game. And I have a little bit of time opening up. So if you want me to make some music for you, DM me and I can hopefully make some music that you'll like. Follow me on YouTube at 10,000 subscribers. I will come out on stream I'm reversing then going back again. I'm double trans. What's up? I'm gonna mentally beam the mic or what's left of it over to Kit.
Oh, geez. That was a little excessive. Hi. Hey, I'm Kit. I have the mic now. It's me. You can find me most places on the internet at KitRoll. And you can find me here on Wednesdays sometimes doing this nonsense with these beautiful people. Other times you can find me other places. Every other Thursday, as previously mentioned, you can catch Project Reach Extraction over on Entropy Emporium. I play an arena fighter. We're doing a heist against my corporate sponsor. It's gonna go fine, and my career will be normal and regular after this. Probably, it's gonna be great. Fridays and Saturdays, you can catch a season of Secrets and Shadows. We're back, a third season, 3 Secrets, 3 Shadows, baby. It is a 2-table Monster Hearts Regency extravaganza. A lot's happening. But I'm playing a little country girl turned vampire turned court goer, turned map maker, and just all around kind of meanie this season. I don't know. She's going off. Things are going in a weird direction. We'll see how it goes. I've been in Darkest Self the entire season, so it's been a lovely, lovely time. You can catch that on Fridays and Saturdays over on Live from the Apocalypse. Every other Saturday, usually, sometimes, over on Last Caravan, you can catch Fatal Ascension or Fabula Ultima campaign with some other beautiful lads here. Where I'm just a robot. I'm just a robot, and a normal robot at that, having a normal time. On the 26th, over on Sword and Key, hop over. We're going to be playing a few Sundays worth of some public access. So we're going to be investigating some creepypasta type nonsense circa 2004. It's going to be great. The memes are already rolling in. It's going to be an absolute bonkers time. I'm very excited for those shenanigans. And then, of course, as Taylor has mentioned, if you like magical girls, if you like queer narratives, if you like wrenching hope from the jaws of defeat, but then also crying a little bit, just like for funsies, you can catch Blue and Blight. It's our Girl by Moonlight actual play podcast. It is everywhere that podcasts are. If it's not there, tell me. I will put it there. If you want episode announcements, clips, things like that, you can find us on basically all of the socials at this point at Bloom and Blight, all spelled out. And if you want cast and character information, transcripts of our episodes, information on the setting and stuff like that, and a link to the zesty little community Discord channel for the podcast network, their full archives, you can go to bloomandblight.com. We just put out an episode last week, so now's a good time to catch up. We are just returning from hiatus, so get on it. I think that's all I've got. I think that's legally all I'm allowed to say, which is probably for the best. Hey, Kian.
What's up, BB?
I got this for you.
I don't know. I didn't pull up
I think I'm the wrong direction. I don't know where it's going. I'm just going to throw it up in the air, and then hopefully it'll come down like confetti all over you.
I just do a nice pose and start to dance. I'm not actually going to do that. But hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon, depending on where you're hanging out. A lot of what I am involved in has already been said. I will be hanging out tomorrow on Entropy for Project Reach Extraction. I will be next Wednesday in our Nova campaign over on Lost Caravan, where I play one of my favorite little lads, Nikki. The team's not doing great. It's not a good time. I'm not gonna lie. We're not very cohesive right now, but it's fine. Every other Tuesday, I'm over on Entropy Emporium for They Call Us Villains. I am hanging out with Lost Caravan for our Fabula Ultima campaign, Fatal Ascension, that Kit mentioned. I am also there for our Old Gods of Appalachia mini-series. Next episode's going to be on the 7th. That's an interesting game. That's a lot of fun. I will be GMing for the first time a campaign on stream. I'm really excited about it. It's going to start in July, I think. We're in the works. My players have given me a lot of things to mess around with, including a talking horse, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to make that very pivotal to the experience. So yeah, it's an Invisible Sun campaign. I should have started there. What else do I have coming up? I know that there's things that I'm forgetting, and I'm really sorry about whatever it is that I'm forgetting and whoever does it. But I have a couple more projects coming up. Feel free to follow me on social media. That is where you will find it first. I'm going to gather all of the pieces of the mic into a nice little bag and tie it with a bow, and then I'm going to punt it up to JT.
And I, being the all-powerful god of this game, am going to give the mic a magical girl transformation back to being a whole microphone. Hi, I'm JT. I was the stories Alex tonight. You can find me all over the internet at WeebJeet, but also at Entropy Emporium, because I am the face behind the socials of that channel, which I am supposedly meant to be running. I made it up, and people keep coming to play game, so, we're winning. You can find me here every other Wednesday for the foreseeable future, apparently, because I keep having ideas and wanting to cast people in this game. This arc has 3 episodes remaining, and they are going to be intensive. And then we're doing Beacon Bites, which I have gathered the cast for. So we will be getting that ready. Beacon Bites are going to be this little intermission. There was supposed to be Beacon Bite between Arc 1 and 2. That's going to be after Arc 3. That is starring Tay, Hoop, and LC. That's going to be fun. You can also find me on Lost Caravan playing Nova. I am Caldwell, the robot. And also, tomorrow night, in the penultimate episode of Project Reach Distraction, I'm playing Orca OS, the robot. On Thursdays. On Saturday, I think once this month, the 25th, you can find me playing Queen Octavia Frostpin on a season of Secrets and Shadows with Kit. They are having a silly little romance time. And then, what else? I'm running a D&D game eventually on Entropy Emporium. That's going to go up soon. And I'm going to be in the Invisible Sun game. And also, a third secret thing, I think. I don't know. Oh, right. On Entropy, we're going to have a Girl by Moonlight campaign that is very heavily Neon Genesis Evangelion coded. We are playing mech pilots. It's going to be fun. That is being run by Will. That's going to launch soon enough. But I think that's all I have for now. Come back in 2 weeks to see what happens to my players as the Emperor continues to prove to be a nice guy who they can trust.
Neighbors love bombing us.
When will I get to the emotion that is doubt?
Doubt?
I would like to have doubt, please.
You can have doubt, yeah.
Can I have doubt next?
Gigi hasn't found that one yet.
Doubt. Doubt is last.
Skepticism? Can I get that one at some point?
The next emotion that you're getting is umami.
Okay.
That'd be helpful.
A late addition to the flavor spectrum.
The emotional spectrum, yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, if that's all we got to say, I've got a channel we can raid.
Let's do it.
If y'all would like. I know we've got some Dune love in the chat here, and Modifius has a Dune campaign they're running right now. So let's go over there, show them some love, see what this has to. Yeah, let's Dune it up, y'all. But everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Come back tomorrow for some more The Last Caravan, and follow all of these beautiful people and go watch all the things that they do as well. We will see you in 2 weeks, everybody. Everyone, do you have anything to say? I don't think I have a thank you screen, so we just have to vamp.
Thank you screen.
Terrible.
We do have one. It's somewhere.
I know it's not in my slobs for some reason.
We lost it.